In my last video, I showed you how to create a Thesaurus file for bibliometric data, especially when you need to apply tools like VOSviewer or any other bibliometric tools. Okay, so in today's video, I will be showing you why do you need to create a Thesaurus file, the importance of Thesaurus file during bibliometric analysis. Okay, so I will create a map to explain why you need a Thesaurus file. Let's create a map now. So I want to create a map of authors keywords, co-occurrence of authors keywords. And let me put a criteria, let's say 100. So those authors keywords that appears 100 times. And finish. Okay, so if you look at this map, you will notice something. This node shows what? Solid as 4 cell. This node there shows what? Solid as 4 cells. This keyword and this keyword are the same. This is plural form of this. This is also the same. This is just the abbreviation of solid as 4 cell. Then if you look again, you see the smaller ones, which mean the same thing, just that there's an hyphen there. Solid as 4 cell. You have, if you expand this a little, you will still have associated ones there. Look at this. This is solid as 4 cell. They open a bracket, and so on. So they all are referring to the same keyword. Look at this one again. Look at this one again. So they are all referring to the same keyword. This is why you need a Thesaurus file to harmonize or to synchronize all of them into one. Alright? Then let us check other ones that are referring to the same term. Look at this. Modeling. This and this are the same. Just that one is American English spelling, the other is British English spelling. And that variation is due to the journal where the articles were published. Some journals accept American spellings, while others accept British English spellings. So based on the variation in spellings, you could get two different words which mean exactly the same thing. In that case, you can use Thesaurus file to harmonize or to synchronize them. Okay, so these are just examples of why you need Thesaurus file. Look at this, Syria ozide. This is Syria ozide, or this is Syrium ozide, and this Syria are the same thing. Eutheria stabila zirconia, and if you look carefully, it will appear okay, look at it up there. Eutheria stabila zirconia and YSZ, they mean the same thing. Syria and this one, they mean the same thing. So at the end of the day, you have different words. You have a word being split into different entities. Okay, and they appear as if they are different words, but they mean the same thing. This is why you need a Thesaurus file. So what you do is this. When you export your data, this is what the data look like, the raw data. You can see solid as 4 cell, SOFC, solid as 4 cells again, another one again. So all these ones, a lot of repetitions. So what you do is to group all the repetitions into a single line. Arrange all of them into a single line. this is what I did. So the first row, you have label replaced by, this is important, very important. If you are creating Thesaurus file, this your first heading must contain label replaced by. It is compulsory actually. Without this, then the command will not be complete. So always start the first heading with label, and the first cell label, the second cell replaced by. Then I will group all the ones I think, all the terms that I think are similar. This is why in bibliometric analysis you need a second person to verify or to vet whatever you have done. Okay, so once you finish, you can give it to your colleague to check through, then they will vet it. Like this is the first draft. All these ones, I assume this to be the same thing, so they will all be replaced by a single word keyword. Then I also assume this to be the same, so they'll be replaced by a single word. This is not the same, so I will remove the zirconia there. During vetting, I will remove that. Okay, so you replace them by a single word. This replaced by that. All these ones replaced by this. Okay, so you do all that modeling. So all these ones here, replace them by SOFC. Intermediate temperature solid fossil, replace it by this. This replace it by this. So all this here will be replaced by this. Low temperature, all this will be replaced by everything here. So you do that for all the words that repeated themselves in the table. Okay, when you are done creating this table, then you will copy, you highlight and copy. You copy, okay? You copy. So when you copy, you open a notepad and paste it there. Okay? Open a notepad and paste it there. Then you save this. You save the file. Save as. Okay? In my own case, I have already saved it as I saved it as this Thesaurus file co-occurrence. So once you have created your Thesaurus file, which is the notepad file, then you go back to your VOSviewer and let us create again. Create, next. When you get to this stage, the stage here where you need to choose the type of analysis, you will come down here and see VOSviewer Thesaurus file. Open and look for your Thesaurus file for this particular analysis, co-occurrence. This is my co-occurrence Thesaurus file. Co-occurrence of authors keywords. So you OK that, and then you continue. Now you put your criteria, the number of occurrence. Let us say 100, and finish. Now you can see that there is no more repetition. Now modeling has been merged into one. So there's no the American modeling English and the British modeling English. You just have one modeling. And I also merge all the solid decipher cells keywords as SOFC. Now you have just one single SOFC. Okay? And then Syria, Ytira stabilized zirconia, and so on. And even the low temperature, you can see the low temperature SOFC, which came this one came in different formats, LT, SOFC, and different format. Let me show you again what I'm talking about. Yeah, look at the low temperature SOFC. They came in different formats. Look at all the formats. These are all the formats they came in. Came in hyphen, in full form, in abbreviations, in different formats. So all these were merged as representing low temperature SOFC. The same thing for the intermediate. The intermediate also, they came in different formats. So all these ones were merged into just intermediate temperature SOFC, so that you have a kind of a clean, harmonious, and non-repetitive keywords in your network map. So with this video, I believe you now know the reason why you need to create a Thesaurus file when you are conducting a bibliometric analysis. Without a Thesaurus file, you will have a mess of bibliometric map. Your visualization map will be a mess because you have a lot of repetitions of keywords. If it is analysis of institution, you have repetition of institutions. If it is analysis of country, if analysis of authors, you have repetitions of authors also. So you actually need the Thesaurus file to help you to clean the data, merge anyone if needed, and you get a professional and neat bibliometric map. Okay, so this is what we'll take in this video.